Hello and welcome to another recording from my channel. This will be a episode video starting the Romulan Mystery story arc with the Vault. Let's get started.
The Romulans researched Borg technology at a base known as the Vault. The Vault was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. We sent a group of scout ships into the region a few years later, but they were lost in an ambush by an unknown vessel. Since then, we have been monitoring the region for signs of activity. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hakona system, and Klingon intelligence believes that someone is bringing the Vault back online. I want you to find out who. I also want to know if there is any Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base. Good luck. And good hunting.
We'll accept that. Okay, exit. So basically we have to be at Kunos to do this, so we are in orbit. Go to the planet. First city. Okay. So whenever you beam down here, you'll either appear on this transporter pad or that one. So that's why sometimes when you beam down, you might think, "What's going on? That's not where I was last time." It's actually got two transporter pads there that will throw you. Okay. So we have to go to the Chancellor's Hall, which is this. And if you look on the map, she will be circled in green if you want to look for her. She's right here. Our long-range sensors have only picked up limited information about this mysterious Vault station. Based on our scans, it's a massive starbase, and a small ship like a fighter or a shuttle could easily slip into the maintenance area and possibly some of the interior. Since the Romulans excel at cloaking technology, Command has decided that cunning will be more important than strength. Your task will be to infiltrate the station via shuttle or other small craft like a harmless globfly. Good hunting, Captain. Remember, you must use a shuttle, fighter or other small craft so that you can explore the Vault itself. The reason I didn't click on anything else there is because I want to keep these videos short and I don't want to have to go through all the different speech options. Once you play the game, you can actually take your time and do everything you want, but for these videos I just want to do a quick playthrough to show you that how that's done. Okay, again, little green circle there tells you where to go, so that's how I'm knowing where to go. Just read the information, take the transporter to the shipyard. And again, just like down on the ground, you got two transporter pads. Okay, so green circle. Shuttle information. I provide information on shuttles and small craft, and if you lose your Daj Hodge chariot or commander's gig, I will help you. I was told to report to you. I can provide you with the necessary information on shuttles in general, so feel free to ask whatever you wish. When you're ready to actually claim your shuttle, you will need to speak with the ship's shuttle requisitions officer. Okay. So, because we're a jem'hadar and we start at level 60, we already start off with a shuttle. Now, what I want to do is change the weapons on this thing because they are crap. So I just need to find... these are Cardassian weapons. Okay, just want to... Okay, I will get rid of both of those and put shuttle. You're the character. Just get that done. Let's get out of here. So pretty much when you talk to her, you'll have to go to this fella here. Acquire ships. Get a new starship. You want to get rid of all of these and just go to small craft and just claim one of these. I think this is your basic Klingon shuttle that you start off with. I know that one. Okay, so I've got that. Get that. Done. Give it a second, it will no, it won't actually. What's this? Okay. Before I waste time, let's just get out of here. Oh dang it, what sort of weaponry do I have? I forgot to see what sort of damage they do. They do spiral. This is polar on. This is what I should have done. I just gotta remember to put them back later. Okay. Bottom out of the way. Okay, let's depart the system. And let's head to the vault. Again, the arrow right there. Go onto the map. It's circled. And let's head there. Okay, so don't know why that keeps flashing. Admiralty. So instead of sitting there staring at the screen waiting, you can actually just check your thingy bobs and bobby things. Okay. 40, 36. Oh no. 36. 25 is the highest there. 36, 22. Looks like 25 is the winner. Let's see if that's even worth it. No, it's not worth it. Let's 35. 80. 50. Another 4 points. Go. Let's do this one. 20, 30. Small ones here. Okay, duty roster. And we're almost there. Okay, we're here. Just quickly get this sorted. 3 more. Okay, let's enter the system and get started. Obviously, the station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Romulan ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. The station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon. Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several I was going pretty good there. As well as several patrolling vessels, sir. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. The Romulans are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ship here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point. Okay, so these 3 arrows just kind of help you determine how to do that. You want to stay more than 10,000 kilometers away from the enemy ships. And as per usual, I'll be collecting all the resources there. This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined by the Romulans, sir. It was probably used for raw construction materials like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pregrium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tracked from a nearby system and brought here to construct whole components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Okay. Where's the scan? Picking. Do I have to get closer? Yeah, there we go. Material analysis. Looks like the fragment has picked up a bit of residual energy from our weapons burst. It will be radiating energy for a while. Other than that, it's just a rock. Okay. So the asteroid field here sort of blocks you from the enemy sensors. But if you're not careful, they will see you and you will have to fight them. From memory, they are actual ships, not shuttles, so you do actually want to avoid them as much as possible. Okay, so where's that green blob? There it is. Slow down so we don't accidentally... Indications are that this vessel was refitted for asteroid mining. Apparently, a containment failure in the engine core led to a massive radiation surge. The engine went into emergency shutdown, but all of the couplings and injectors were burnt out. The crew probably died due to intense radiation burns. Looks like the vessel was stripped for parts and left derelict. And there is a satellite somewhere. Above there it is. Looks like the Romulans left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. Traffic analysis shows that the network routes its communications through a series of nodes at the station's dorsal peaks. If we flood them with excessive signal, it could cause the network to be unable to handle any signal traffic, which would give us a brief window to slip in. The alerts would go off. The alerts wouldn't go off because the station would never get the signal. We'll still have to avoid the patrols and make sure we don't get too close to the station until we make the broadcast. Okay, so let's head towards the station. the station. Alrighty then. Okay, picking up some unusual energy readings, we'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Census readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs. So by three-dimensionally, it means that some of the puzzles means you've got to fly up or down to find a particular thing. So it depends on how you go through this mission. Whoa, whoa. From memory, you do get attacked by something.
Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They are segmenting the different parts of the base, possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of the security key. $67.50. Okay, so you can see how it's yellow, $67.50. Now let's just wait. This is going to make the video a little longer, but I just want to show you this because, okay, now it's white. $67.50 is not within this code block, so therefore if you were to activate this, the code would be invalid and you'll have to go find another turret to destroy so you can actually get the code again. It'll be a different 4-digit code. And normally it doesn't, from memory, it doesn't normally start on this, again, I haven't done this for a while, but it doesn't normally start on the same code. That's 3 codes. 4 codes. And again, it will go yellow once it's available. Bam. Got it. Speed through here. Get to the other set of doors.
Warning, ship is under attack. Right shield's failing.
Whoa! My shield just fully healed really quickly.
4 shields failing.
Going.
Warning,
Oh.
ship is under attack. 4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Okay, I was just about to say, going through these force fields doesn't do too much damage, but when you're fighting later on, and you'll see what I mean, so you can see you take damage but nothing major. You try to avoid that if you can. Okay, let's just get up there as fast as possible. Slow down a bit, scan the whole thingy bob, head back down. The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's being put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere is hooked into part of the local system network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked. Again, let's spiral down a little. The only good thing about shuttles is their maneuverability. They're so good. Imagine a carrier with this maneuverability. That'd be just crazy.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Hey, what the?
Hull integrity below 75%.
Fire.
Target
Fire.
shields have failed. Hull integrity below 50%.
I'm going to take this slow until my hull regenerates. Access the... Oh, okay, there's no Endeavour currently available. Okay. So, oh, something was there. I'm going to back up a bit. So, on your way out, shuttles will exit from here, and you will be under attack. Okay, so I swear something popped up on the screen just there for a second. Okay. Okay, this is where the this is where the fun begins. Sir, this is it. This was a weapons lab, an industrial research and fabrication facility where the Romulans built Tholaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they must be trying to secure these weapons.
Ah, so our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm not an agent of Empress Sela.
The Klingon Empire's intelligence services can hardly match the Tal Shiar or the cunning of Empress Sela. The most likely scenario is that you are here simply because there was a trail of breadcrumbs for you to follow. You still do what Sela wants, but she cannot be implicated in your actions.
Even if I were an operative of Sela, how would that change the situation?
Points for your keen observation regarding the precariousness of your situation. In short, it does not. You are an interloper, and a potential wrinkle in my plans, so you must be eliminated.
If I knew the nature of your plans, we could arrange some mutuality beneficial solution.
Never rely on the noble intentions of spies and thieves, Captain. And you and I are either one or the other.
My only intention is to determine what is amiss in this station.
You are suitably informed now, I trust. Sadly for you, one of my ships has already finished loading the Thalaron weapons, so you have become the only loose end in my operation. I despise loose ends. I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thalaron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Well, thank you for your politeness. Let's start flying.
Warning, ship is under attack. Rear shields failing. Left shields failing.
Come on.
Target 25%. Four shields failing.
I am trying to. Where? Oh, there. Okay, I'm firing, but I'm not targeting. There's no target here. Ah, now we get a target. Yeah, so is there, did I get, I think I've got one more left.
Target's shields have failed.
My accuracy is pretty bad. Yeah, man. Oh, you're over there.
Four shields failing.
Shields going again. Just damage whatever this is. Eventually. Okay, so in this next chamber, there were docking ports, and we will have more scorpions coming out of the docking ports. So these 4 docking ports here.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing.
Whoa!
Rear shields failing. Hull integrity below 25%.
It's really annoying when nothing gets targeted. One more hit, one more hit. Yeah. Maybe 2 more. Oh, okay. Whew. Let's turn this way and we will wait for the hull to heal up. Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Now,
Hull integrity below 50%.
Oh, I thought I-
Shields failing. Target's shields have failed. Four shields
this was a
failing.
bad move. I thought those shuttles were done.
Hull integrity below 25%.
Why won't you fire on the...
Right shield failing.
And there's one more. Okay, I am definitely going to slow right down and wait for my hull to repair, because don't want to be attacked again. Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh, that is hull damage. I thought it was only shield damage. Okay, so that is a heavy warbird. So instead of shuttles now, we're going to be
Warning.
fighting
Ship
a
is under attack. Four shields
warbird.
failing. Hull integrity
Okay, still
below
got shuttles.
75%. Target's shields have failed. Right shields failing.
honestly don't remember there being this many shuttle attacks. Thought it was just one or two, and then the big ship here. Again, why am I not targeting anything?
Rear shields failing.
And there goes my alarm. It's not too noticeable. That will be annoying to me. I think I finished that off. No, I did not. Okay.
Left shields failing.
So hard to see, I don't know where they are. Didn't blow up, must have cloaked.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Okay, so what is here? Oh, it's nothing. It's just a okay, so 2 more Scorpion fighters and a Romulan warbird, a low-level Romulan warbird. Okay. So hard to see. Let's see.
Warning, ship is under attack. Left shields failing.
No
Rear
way.
shields failing. Hull integrity below
Oh,
75%.
and the Scorpion fighters are attacking as well. Ow. I can't move my mouse fast enough to activate my specials. Alrighty. Respawn.
Warning, ship is under attack. Four shields failing. Right shield failing.
Okay. So I got 5 enemies. I think 2 more Scorpions and then the door lock. What is that? Sticky. Okay. Yeah. I can keep that warbird away from the door. I'm not sure how I can do that.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, the Scorpions are on the other side of the door.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, awesome.
4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
It's counting down, counting down.
Hull integrity below 50%. Target's shields have failed.
No! Did not realize this. Okay, so there are... why is this sticky? 3 scorpions in here. Oh no! Well, hopefully that warbird is still off to the side. I won't be blocking the door, which is still open. Oh no, the warbird seems to have disappeared. Oh no, there it is. Diffy appeared, whatever that word is.
Warning, ship is under attack. Right shield failing. Rear shields failing.
Why? What? What did that target?
4 shields failing. Hull integrity
If I can
below
get one of these
75%.
down, it's easy to fight too. Awesome. Another one. There.
Left shield failing.
Okay, I destroyed another one. So there's one more.
Rear shields failing. Four shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
Okay. Wait a minute, what does not? Oh, there's only 3 of them. Oh, he's behind me again. Sneaky little fella. Okay. Once we get outside, there is a bit of a problem as well.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Well, doing pretty good damage against Warbird. It's not really enough, but still, it's better
Target
than nothing.
shields have failed. Right shields failing. Hull integrity below
Whoa!
25%.
Did not need that. Why am I not firing on it? I can't see anything. Well, I'm going up, that's why. Okay. Okay, that pillar is in the way. Okay, that ship doesn't seem to be moving. Can I get through the door? Escape. Ah, okay, awesome. Sir, this craft has low odds against a Romulan warship. Clearly we will need to alert the Klingon Defense Force to Obsicus' plan. Once we are clear of the station interior, we can send a message by using the derelict Romulan subspace booster satellite. Then we'll have little choice but to keep the starship occupied until reinforcements can arrive. Okay. Reinforcements have arrived and are just past the nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with the reinforcements and stop that ship. You will have sensor problems here.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
I am not seeing the shuttles. Ah, because they're cloaking again. Don't fire on the warbird. There we go. I think there's one more. Yep. Hopefully that was it. Otherwise, I am annoyed. Can't see my ship and there it is. Okay, so let's head for the. Whoa! Lucky I wasn't too close. I would have died from the explosion. Hail the Azabar. That was a glorious explosion, probably from the Tholaron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Klingon space. Nope, depart system. Ooh, that was anticlimactic, that was. Okay. That's the end of that mission. Oh, that's another mission. Okay. Oh, have to go back to Klingon. So let's get there sooner than later. Head towards the planet and high speed. Now that mission's over, I've got to remember to swap the weapons back to my other ship. Okay, so I came in on a different transporter pad. I think the first Klingon mission, you actually have to walk around the first city to do particular quest lines. So if you're wondering what to do in this first city, you'll have to start with a Klingon character to do that. I suppose we should expect that the Romulans would research weapons like Tholaron technology. This division with the Remans, though, could be exploited. I'm sure that Tamek will have me analysing data for the next several days. Drop by again to see what we've uncovered. Whoa. A civil war may well be brewing between the Romulans and the Remans, and we could use this as a wedge to break off some parts from the Star Empire, or at the very least, to keep them so busy that we can stabilize our borders and commit our forces elsewhere. Between Sela and this new warrior on the scene, Obsculus, the Romulans and Remans are pitted in a battle between two charismatic leaders. Still, a conflict of this scope usually isn't the sort planned by raw revolutionaries and partitions. Someone has an eye on the bigger picture, and we need to make sure that there isn't a hidden hand. Kapla, Captain. That will be all. Okay. Vault is finished.
Excellent. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obisek and the Romulans. If Sela is stupid enough to wage war against our own vassals, we might be able to use the conflict to our advantage. You were right, however, to destroy the Thaleron weapons. They are the tools of a coward. I would rather look my enemy in the eye as he dies. Klingon intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step is to find out why the Remans want to attack these locations.
Okay, continue. And next mission will activate on its own. And here we have a...
Intelligence has decoded.
The mission reward. It's a ship device, not a so it's not a shuttle pet, it's an actual device. And when you use it, it will actually launch launches 3 level 1 Scorpion fighters, maximum of 6. So you can have 2 wings. Bound to character, unique max of 1 per character, consumed on use. Okay, so if you want to get another one of these, you've got to redo the mission, but you can only get 1 at a time, so you'll have to redo the mission over and over again. Again, not something I would normally use, so I'm not too fussed. Okay, let's swap out these weapons. Just so there's something in there. I don't accidentally start a mission without any weapons, so... But in a pinch I can swap them out. Okay, so that was the vault. Let's see what the
Romulans researched Borg technology.
Let's see what the rewards are for doing it a second time. Okay, nothing special. Nothing special. Yeah, nothing special. So we'll just drop that. Okay. And I will be doing the rest of this episode arc. Once I get to, I say the main bulk of this, I will go back to the Yesterday's War and continue on with that. I might even, I'm not really sure. We'll see how I feel when I get to the new Romulus. Whether or not I do Core of the Matter again, which was the Planet Killer episode. But I might just leave a link to that video in the description of this video if you want to go watch that one first. Okay. Any comments, please leave them down below. I'm happy to take criticism. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversation down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.